I don't think they're playing them, though.
Shiggy's dancing right now. Back towards the track he goes, and he's got it in glove for the second out of this top of the third to Maz in the first. Reaches his hands out for that one. Buxton races over to support Brian Paymard, but he's got it on his own doing. 3 up, 3 down for J-Mo. We're through 3 going to the bottom of the third. Well, Rodriguez stayed in the game to get that AB, but he just went into the back, and it looks like his day is done. We'll see if he's able to play tomorrow, but in his place is going to be Cole Hazel, the senior from Atwater, California. Center Kip Spence, to name a few, as Madole is going to finally get his first hit of the afternoon with that one to shallow center field. Out dueling, J-Mo is inside-out swing, as getting a late read on that one out in center field was Otis, as that ball took, it looked like it had a mind of its own. It was going straight to left center, and then all of a sudden it veered all the way back to right center.
No, that definitely knuckled over into right center field. And a good job by Madole to stay out there, just make sure he has the good read. As soon as it gets down, able to get to second base.
Pretty good streak to have. Shiggy lays off here as Abe Hernandez is now 2 for 2. Somehow that's a called strike. I'm not sure about that one. Neither is the rest of this Vanguard fan base that is making its presence felt. And they were starting to get into Coach Payne's head a little bit too, as we saw him arguing that double play a couple innings ago, as Vanguard fans started to let him hear it. Shiggy lays down this bunt yet again. Iwata fires over to first, and it's away. Madole comes on home to score. Hernandez moves all the way up to 3. It's 5-0. It's another error for this Jessup defense.
Hey, you know what? You've seen how this grass.
Lays down that bunt. Iwata will make the tag himself, and he trips him up, but Abe Hernandez will score anyways as Shiganaka gets over to 2. So Kip Famularo taking one for the team. McDonald was actually ejected after that one as Iwata's continuing to have his work cut out for him. His second out is recorded, but Shiggy moves up to 90 feet away from making this a 7-0 ball game. It's been a complete opposite here as Buxton puts this one to Otis in center field for the third out, but 2 more runs come across and another error on Jessup's ledger. 6-0 going to the fourth. Buxton towing the outfield grass, playing the pull. He does just that. Paymard scoops it. And another great scoop. And yes, Gallegos is able to stretch once again. Someone get on his stretching routine because he's been impressive. We're through 3.5, still 6-0. JJ Johnson alongside Xander Zubiati. Great to have you all with us on this beautiful Friday afternoon in early April in Costa Mesa, California. Lauren Iwata has run into a little bit of trouble. A couple of errors, actually a trio of them to be exact, have not necessarily helped his cause. As Slycart pulls this one, it's going to land in green. Down the left field line, Slycart's got plenty of speed to get to 2. It's buried deep at 320. He's got a stand-up double for himself to lead off this bottom of the fourth.
Insurance on doubles.
Bipe back up the middle. It's rocketed. Handled well by Grant, and he fires over, and it's a good stretch. 0-2. Spits on that one. Talking about some baseballs. This ball's handled, and Poss, unassisted, gets the out, and more importantly, he holds Slycart at third. Jack Grant will have to face off against a new man as J-Mo's day is done after just 36 pitches. He faced 13, retired 12. 1 hit ball, his best outing of the season, Zuby.
Absolutely beautiful.
Back up the middle, glances off the mound. Mazzaferro's got it, and he lost it on the transfer, and the throw's not going to be in time as Grant gets in safely. Is that small beat, or Maz did a great job getting to the ball, but as he was trying to go from glove to hand, just could not get it in time. And Grant reaches safely. But the new pitcher for your Lions is going to be the redshirt freshman from Atwater, California, 6'5", stands Mitch Hunter. On the ground, bucks in, ranges over. He's going to grab and fire over to first base, one hopping into the glove of Gallegos. There's your fastball inside as Slycart has plenty of speed. Does he have enough, though? As it does drop fair, just at 320. Another run is being waved home, and it's not in time. Blink and you miss it. 2 more runs come across. It's 6-4.
That's just the tie.
Lifted to Slycart in right field. Hopefully the wind holds it up. Slycart's dancing on the track, and he's got it. But 4 runs come across for the Warriors. And just like that, we've got a brand new ball game. 6-4 going to the bottom of the 5th. Outby was a late bloomer to the season as it was starting to get underway. Was dealing with an injury and started on March 25th was his first outing. Went 2/3 of great work. 1 strikeout against Chaminade. Shiggy checks foul. Talking about how a lot of their guys are dealing with some stuff. We talked about Quentin Hall and how successful he was against Vanguard last year up in Rockland. He's actually out for the season with a back injury, pretty significant one at that. Had to have surgery on it.
There is always good to see.
Well, you just talk about hammies. Cade Iranon is another player who just popped up with a hammy as of late for Jessup. He's going to be out for the next week plus for the Warriors. They're hoping to get him back sooner rather than later, but still another injury. And then Bryce Petrilla, one of their best players from a season ago, he actually blew his knee out in the first game of the season, and Kip Farmaro wears that one on the elbow and will take his free base. Getting on the hard way, but he hit a home run, and on his home run swing, as they were explaining it to us, the way he swung, his cleat got stuck in the ground. It's just one of those where anytime they talk about it, you just cringe because of how painful it sounds. So you're praying for Bryce Petrilla, a speedy recovery. Is chopper. And it eats up Hazel, and everyone's safe. Bases juiced. Slycart has a big moment here for the Lions to try to reclaim momentum. Wide of the mark there, 1-0.
Slycart.
That ball is going to get away. It's going to take a weird hop off the net. Shiggy's safe. Everyone moves up a free 90, and it's 7-4. Vanguard gets at least 1 run back. Payne has seen enough. So, once again, 2/3 of work for Houtby, although this one was a little bit less than spectacular compared to his first 2 of the season. So they will pinch hit, and we finally get to see him. We were wondering when we would. The towering freshman Colton Perez will finally get his first crack at Jessup, the man from Laverne, California, transferring over from Gonzaga. A late addition for your Lions. Perez, a .370 hitter, has 4 home runs, which, believe it or not, is already good enough for 3rd most on the team. And he's played in about half the games as everyone else who's ahead of him. He has the longest hitting streak out of any Lion right now. Colton Perez has a 6-game hit streak. 1 and 2 as he continues to chase that inner half pitch. You'll never believe who was second on the team coming into today, Zuby.
Who's second?
In terms of hit streaks. Kip Farmaro, 3-game hit streak.
What a guy, what a guy.
Although, we'll have to wait and see. Perez pulls that one through the right side. He's got himself an RBI. Buxton's getting the green light as well. The throw over to third is not going to be in time. It's offline. Slycart thought about dancing, but we'll get back to third safely. Perez moves up to second as well. 2 more runs come across. Vanguard answers back in a big way, courtesy of the freshman Colton Perez.
I mean, that grass is continuing to be a problem for Jessup. I don't know what it is, but there's some magic in there for the Vanguard side.
Gallegos over the head of Levine. Colton Perez, he's on his horse. The stand-up, no slide needed for him. Courageous there is a lot of smiles in the dugout at the non-slide. Almost got tagged out by Anderson, but it's 2 more runs, courtesy this time of Tristan Gallegos.
Gallegos really felt due, and he was just looking to try to get under a ball and just, even a dunker like that, just get it to the outfield.
Well, Colton Perez just leapfrogged Tristan Gallegos and Jackson Davis for 4th most ribbies on the team. Now it's Gallegos rebuttaling with 2 RBI. He's now 4th on the team. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Amedola's plunked. Reminder that tomorrow, instead of doing an 11 and 12:30 start time, or 11 and 2:30 start time, we're going to go and start at high noon for the doubleheader, and then a 3:30 scheduled Game 2 start.
Oof.
Hernandez goes 3 for 3 on the single department. 13-4 now. The Lions are pouncing all over Jessup. Coach Payne has now seen enough, and they're going to go back to the bullpen. Shades of Biola for the Warrior fans. We'll step aside. It's another pitching change in this bottom of the 5th, which actually ties a season high for them. But as we were heading into the break, Zuby, we talked about shades of Biola, and it's because in that Biola game they lost 25-4 as Jessup actually took game 1 of the series 8-6 against Biola, and then after that they lost 3 in a row to them, including that 25-4 loss. 13 runs came across in the bottom of the 6th. 4 errors is their most in a single game. You know how it goes. Famularo reaches down for that one and puts this one right in front of Antone in right field. He's going to try to throw out the runner coming home. Hernandez slides in awkwardly coming home. He's got a big smile on his face as it's another run for the Lions. An 8 spot in the bottom of the fifth, 14-4 as the onslaught continues. Defensive changes for your Lions as we see Poss get set to lead off. It's going to be new pitcher Chris Ceballos is on the hill now. Moving from right to third is Josh Slikart. Moving from third to out of the game is Brian Paymard, who is pinch hit for by Colton Perez. Colton Perez is now at first base, replacing Tristan Gallegos, who was replaced by Jackson Davis, who's now in center field. And moving from center to right is Kip Famularo.
Got that all?
Were you able to track that?
And we got a new pinch hitter.
Lifted high in the air to Jared Mazzaferro, who's being supported by Kip Famularo for the first out of this top of the sixth. By the way, Colton Perez, we talk about his bat a lot. This is just the second time he has played defense for the Lions. First time in his career was against Point Loma over a month ago. Lifted up to Mazzaferro for out number 3.
Ooh. Was up there for a hot minute.
Yeah, it was. 3 up, 3 down for Ceballos. That's got to feel good for him, rebounding off to that Biola game. 10-run differential. We'll go to the bottom of 6 and see if Vanguard has anything left in their bats. Payne sees the writing on the wall as well, so he's starting to empty out his bench a little bit. Hazel moves from third to first, and we just saw Kobe Williams get his pinch hitting effort. He remains in the game, and he inserts at third. And then now in the outfield, replacing Drew Andrews in left, is going to be Aiden Isola, the junior from Lincoln, California, one of the 2 Sacramento City College transfers. Turns on it. Early action for Williams. Backhanded grab, rifles high, and the catch is made, and tapping the foot is Hazel. Good job helping out Williams on the throw. Slikart receives the offering and rifles it over to Williams for out number 2. A couple of throws. He's gone high, he's gone wide, and I'm sure Hazel would like one just straight up on the chest.
Right at it.
Hazel not bothered by it, though. He's showing off the good agility. Zuby, heavy metal music means one thing. Pablo Smalls on the hill. We're back. 10-run differential here on the Vanguard Sports Network. J.J. Johnson alongside Xander Zubiotti, ready to finish this one out and go get some early dinner before tomorrow's doubleheader.
You're going to have to get an early dinner. I don't have to work the volleyball game, so I can have dinner whenever I want.
Last time we saw a small pitch was in the Menlo series. Went 1 inning there, 1 hit. His best outing since the Cal State LA series, which was his first appearance overall, February 1st. We went 2/3 there and was out of there with a clean bill of health. Distant because he has been so far. Just that one was definitely a little funky. Grounder to Slikart. 5, 4, and 3 to clear the bases and help out Pablo Small. 2 away. Not to try to force anything. High chopper right back to Buxton just to end the game, and he does exactly that. The Lions beat Jessup by double digits. It's their first double-digit victory of the season, Zuby. J-Mo improves to 2-2 on the campaign. Meanwhile, Lauren Iwata gets his first career loss for the freshman. 4-1 on the season he goes. Zuby, Vanguard's offense had a bit of a shakeup there. Game 2, Coach Peck said, you know what, I'm not satisfied. He moved things around. Buxton lead off, took Davis out of the lineup, and sure enough, wow, did it work.
Yeah,
I don't think we touched on that enough this game. Brian Paymard and Tristan Gallegos, they were phenomenal on the corners.
Yeah, looking great defensively, and at the
That's going to do it for us here on Game 2 of this doubleheader at beautiful Dean Harvey Field. It takes a tremendous crew to be able to put on a broadcast like this, so we want to say thank you to our entire crew. PA announcer was Dan Smith. On stats, Mike Villamore. Film, DJ Kiernan. Bat testing with me and Zuby. We got that done this morning. Adriana Villa was on ticketing. Social media was Maggie. Social media also belonging to Kayla. Scoreboard, Terrell Mays. For my partner, Xander Zubiotti, I'm JJ Johnson saying so long from Dean Harvey Field. We'll see you tomorrow at noon for more doubleheader Pac West action.